My moi. This is Lisa from Old God's Heel. Good morning. Just woke up, so forgive the mess. Making the morning offerings: cornmeal and butter for the local spirits, candle for the ancestors, incense for the Morrigan, coffee for me. Wanted to talk briefly about something that's been in the news a lot this past week, and I feel like I have a little bit of a unique perspective. So, last week, SCOTUS had hearings on the Mississippi law that bans abortion at 15 weeks. And Amy Coney Barret made a comment about how, well, why can't people just use safe haven laws and give their children up? Why not just adopt? Why not just give your children up for adoption rather than have an abortion? And I've written an article on the blog that I'll link to below this that's a bit more in depth, but I just have a few things to say. As an adoptee who knows that I could have been aborted, that when I located my birth mother, she said that she hid her pregnancy because she felt like her parents would make her have an abortion. So definitely would have been aborted if her pregnancy had been discovered. And so, in the article that I'm going to link to, I go into a lot of studies and a lot of issues about how birth mothers, birth parents, I'm trying to be more inclusive to the fact that trans men can get pregnant. So basically, adoption causes a whole fuck ton of trauma, right? The birth mother, there are studies that say that her grief after relinquishing her baby is greater than a parent whose child dies. There are studies that, she has PTSD forever. My birth mother certainly has PTSD. I'm not the only baby she gave away for adoption. There's another sister after me that she gave away, again, forced by her parents to do so. And she has a lot of trauma, a lot of PTSD around it. I have a lot of trauma. Babies who are surrendered have a lot of trauma. The babies bond with the parent after the second trimester, toward the end of the second trimester, when brain waves start and stuff like that. There is bonding that's already happened. Obviously, early on, the brain stem is not developed at all. The New York Times had a story yesterday talking about the statistics of who actually gets abortions in America, and 96% of abortions happen before the time that they would be illegal in the Mississippi law. So all but 4% of abortions happen long before there's any brain activity, long before there's any possibility of consciousness. So bottom line, I used to be very, quote, pro-life growing up because of knowing that there was a possibility I could have been aborted. But over the last 4 to 5 years, I have educated myself a lot more about this conversation, especially during the 2016 election. And I discovered that the whole partial birth abortion thing that I was told about is a complete lie, that late-term abortions are uniformly a tragedy for the birth parents and are only done when there's a serious deformity or the baby can't survive. People don't just wake up at 7, 8, 9 months and decide, never mind. That just doesn't happen. That's not what happens. So pretty much all abortions in America happen to a baby that either could not survive or is not formed enough to be called a baby yet. So had I been aborted, obviously, I'm happy that I'm alive at this point, but I never would have known the difference. It's not like I would have both myself and my birth mother would have escaped all of the trauma that we've experienced. Of course, my adoptive parents would have adopted another child that would have experienced this trauma. So there's that. Someone else would suffer in my place. There is that. But had I been aborted, I never would have known the difference. If souls are reincarnated, my soul could have picked someone else. If, you know, if new pregnancy, new soul, if that's the way it works, then, you know, I would have been so not far along that, you know, I don't know what would happen in that situation. But either way, I still wouldn't know the difference. And if, you know, if there's nothing, if there's no such thing as a soul, then I definitely wouldn't have known the difference. So, you know, I have come to the realization that it definitely is a kinder solution for all around, if the pregnancy is unwanted, to have an early stage abortion. So yeah, there we have it. If you're interested in this topic, definitely click the link below and read up on the rest of what I have to say. I have a lot of research about the trauma. There's also research that the children who are born after the mother needed an abortion, are born with trauma, have adverse outcomes. So yeah, it's just bad all around to deny women the right to pregnant people the right to do with their bodies as they should, as they want. There you have it. Never thought I would say that when I was growing up, but there it is. And it's a beautiful day here in Western North Carolina, and I got some stuff to do to start turning this place into a functioning farm. So y'all have a great day. Comment, let me know what you think. However, any kind of bullying, any kind of obnoxiousness from anti-choice folks will be immediately deleted and blocked. Fair warning. Love y'all. Beautiful day.